What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Punch Banger again. And today, I think I'm going to talk about your boy Kodak Black and that interview we had with that nigga Ebro. Now, I'm going to just say out the gate, I just watched the damn interview. And this motherfucker Ebro started the motherfucking interview on bruh head. Like, you know, you could tell it was some type of tension inside of that studio, because it was tension. And then you had Ebro and then the white dude, I think his name like Rosenberg or something like that. And then the broad, they was all asking crazy ass questions, you feel me? Now, I commend Kodak Black for that, because, you know, he kept his cool, because a lot of them questions was like back and forth, like little petty shit. They was throwing a little petty shit out there. You feel me? And then, you know, all of the questions that they was asking him wasn't really relevant to, you know, what he doing now. You know, dude done been through some shit. You done watched all the shit on YouTube. You know more about the shit than he do. You asking questions about certain shit that, honestly, a motherfucker don't want to hear about no more. You know what I'm saying? This is some shit, you bringing up old shit, asking them old shit, to the point where it's like, come on, man. Like, don't you got something else to talk about? You know what I'm saying? So then, towards the end of the interview, all the questions started getting a little funny, you feel me? Like, the niggas start asking, like, little weird shit. Then, he dropped the bomb. He dropped the A1 fucking bomb. Now, as a street nigga, we all know that those of us who are street motherfuckers still, you know, live by that code and that type shit. We all know that, you know, you're not supposed to ask certain questions. I don't give a fuck if you are, you know, a radio personality and shit like that. But you had to see the type of angle that Ebro took. Ebro, the whole fucking time, had, you know, it seemed like he had a something out for Kodak Black, you feel me? The way he was phrasing his questions, you feel what I'm saying? Like, he was fucking, like, he just didn't like dude. Now, that's fine and all, because, you know, Ebro and the white boy, you know, they always do have, like, you know, they kind of attack certain individuals, you get me, in the industry. And they do a lot of the jaw jacking, and where I'm from, we call it flapping they dick suckers. They do be flapping they dick suckers a lot, bro. Now, you could just tell this motherfucker was all over Kodak Black, you feel me? Like, he kept saying some really, really weird shit, and the way he was phrasing a lot of his questions had a little bit of, how would you say, like, you know, he had a little bit of anger behind those questions. You know what I mean? And I just feel like dude was real deal tripping. Like, you know what I mean? Ebro was tripping. Got the little Henny on deck, you feel me? But he was really tripping, you feel me? Like, he had no reason of bringing up no shit like that. And then that's the whole reason why Kodak Black was being short with them niggas, because I bet you, as a real nigga, when you in a real situation, I mean, you can feel the air in the room. You know what I mean? You can feel when somebody is not, you know what I mean, on no genuine shit. You can sniff that out in a second, and that's probably what happened to your boy Kodak. He seen that out the gate they was on some bullshit, so it was going to take any time. And you could tell, like, the questions Ebro was asking, saying, like, you know how bro was saying, like, he feel like he, you know, is that some of the songs just be coming from God and shit like that. And the nigga Ebro was kind of like, you know, antagonizing this nigga the whole way through. And then he kept saying, like, you know, about the karma shit. He don't like to believe in karma. So, like, you feel me? Ebro said some weird shit like, oh, you can't run from it and da-da-da-da-da. Like, man, leave that nigga alone, bro. Ebro, you need to get slapped in the face sometimes about the shit that you say. Somebody need to check you, bro. Because, honestly, You the one that actually made that shit go left because nobody else was gonna say it. You know what I mean? And I feel like your ass took it upon yourself to be like, oh, say some fuck nigga shit. Now, he even called you out on it, like, you gonna talk about this and, you know what I mean? Like, we was just on a cool little interview. Now you want to turn to the fuck nigga shit. But we seen, anybody that watched the interview, seen that all of that shit was building up and was about to pop because you, Ebro, you was on some bullshit the whole fucking interview, bro. So, I don't know, man. I probably would have did the same thing that Kodak Black did, you know what I mean, and walk up out that bitch because, again, you don't talk about sensitive subjects. I can see if it was like a pistol case or some, you feel me? But you know, this is a, I don't know I don't know what's actually going on in the case, you feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, if it's dealing with some type of charge that got to do with a female, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to talk about that all willy-nilly because you feel like you got a kid or something like that, bro. You don't do shit like that, bro. Now, I'm going to leave it there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just leave it there. And, again, I just feel like that shit was not supposed to be done that way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that interview was not supposed to go south like that, bro. And I feel like the nigga Ebro was an asshole for just doing that shit. Like, that's the type cat he is. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these, you got to understand, a lot of these radio personalities, they be somebody high if they got a, I mean, let me tell you the radio station game. Most of all of the top radio personalities that have a big show like that are actually not just a radio personality. They're actually like the head of what was that say? The head of marketing. It might be like, it might not be marketing. I forget what it's called though. But it's the head of music for that company. Whatever station it is, they're the head. So that means they pick the selection of music that's able to be played. You know, when somebody comes with a new album and shit like that, they actually can make or break a motherfucker's career. They are actually the ones that, you know, for certain artists to come out, they can deny or, you feel me, or accept the invitation that sometimes when their albums come and say, can they get an interview type shit. If Ebro says he doesn't want a motherfucker to come and it's their time to push their album and shit, man, your shit just don't get pushed in that market at this time. You get what I'm saying? So when we be talking about DJ Envy, he's the market for the East Coast, and Ebro is somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? These are all markets. You get what I'm saying? It's bigger than Nino Brown when you think about this radio shit, man. These are the top guys at that radio station. It might be like Clear Channel or you know, I don't know what it is in New York, but out here in the West Coast, it's Clear Channel. Like, you know what I mean? So you got to think about that type shit. These motherfuckers actually can fuck off your career, bro. And that's why Kodak Black was saying, like, y'all don't even play a lot of my shit. You feel me? Because it all goes through the nigga Ebro. Like, so say if he don't like the shit and he don't play it, that's just how this music shit go when it's at the top like that. You feel me? So we always got to be smarter to understand, like, these motherfuckers might just be jibber jabbing and talking, but if you think about it, if you don't hear certain motherfuckers music and then you hear about like the top radio guy shitting on that person and then wonder why they don't get the play for the shit talking of the person, you never hear their music, that's because the top guy doesn't like these guys and they not putting that shit into rotation, bro. Because they pick that shit, bro. So, yeah, always be smart about that. But like I said, Ebro, you fucked up that interview, bro, for that nigga. You feel me? And you know the nigga don't really do interviews like that anyway. And you kind of like made him go back and think in his head like, yeah, this whole reason why I don't like doing this shit, bro. So, yeah. Like I said, it's your boy Punch Banger, man, with another real talk conversation about what's going on. Like and subscribe. You feel me?